Give me 5 words that describe you in VR chat.
Subby?
So we got ice rain on the forecast, we got sleet on the forecast, and we have snow on the forecast. I am on a backcountry road which is no longer plowed, so I kind of was getting jostled around. I was originally planning to go about 6 more kilometers up this road. That's not happening. I'm not going any further. I checked the map and there's some awesome crown land around here, including some lakes a few kilometers off into the woods. So I'm gonna park here, head off into the woods, spend the next 2 nights cooking some delicious food and enjoying this beautiful, inclement weather here in the beginning of spring. Kind of cold. I want to get my butt moving and get right into it. I'm just a couple hundred meters from the road. This is a man-made clearing, probably for forestry or something like that. But it's fresh moose tracks. Relatively fresh. A couple days maybe, a day or 2. What do I know? Not much. Ooh. Oh, moose. Holy, there's a second one. Wow. I'm gonna see if I can get closer. Bye-bye. That was cool. All of a sudden I was right on them. Probably all the noise going on in the woods and they probably couldn't smell me because of the wind. Next thing you know, I'm on top of them. I didn't realize how soaked everything was getting. This is nice. The problem with being on this side of the lake though is the wind's coming straight across the lake, so time to look for some sort of sheltered area. So the water's quite thin right near the shoreline, but it still seems safe enough to walk on. I'm gonna stay far enough away from the shoreline that I'm not walking on the thin ice, but close enough that if I do go in, it's, you know, really shallow and I'm close to the shoreline. Plus the banks here are pretty shallow, so it's not gonna be super deep here. This thing. Old cabin. Pretty cool. It sure is pretty in here. I mean, that's one option. I just don't know where to have the fire. That's okay. Might have found a better spot just a few feet away. I'm gonna go test it. Come on. Oh yeah. Yeah. This is home. Let's get the fire going. Both are rotten. Oh, that was dangerous. I need to eat something. I'm gonna get some wood, then I'm gonna eat, then I'm gonna get more wood, then I'm gonna eat more wood. Woo! That was taking 5 minutes. should really have some snacks on me. Or some cigars. Big fat Cuban cigar. Sometimes I miss smoking, but my life is way better without it. If I could only have a smoke like once every couple months and just leave it, that'd be cool, but there's no way I can do that, so it just takes over your life. It's the same with drugs and alcohol for me. Just better off without it. Way better off. Beautiful, beautiful piece of standing dead hardwood. And it's very obvious that it's dead because of all that bark that's missing on it. Oh, that was exhausting. This'll do. Yeah, I'm gonna get the sweet potato in the fire, get that cooking, and then I'm gonna go get the rest of the hardwood. Yep, it is that time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty pumped to be here, man. Uh-oh. Olive oil. That wasn't olive oil. That was grapeseed oil. This is the olive oil. Whoopsies. Let's go a little bit of pepper, salt. There you go. There's that. Put it right in there. I don't know what I was thinking, taking this thing down without an axe, without bringing an axe. Realized maybe I'll do like a modified Siberian log fire. Is that the biggest piece of birch bark you've ever seen? My goodness. Wow. I'm gonna leave it. That's awesome. This is a squirrel palace. These are all frozen husks from pine cones. That's a big mound. That chipmunk is just like coming here and just setting up on this thing and just like eating the pine cones and leaving the husks around. Impressive. Oh, it looks great. Super mushy on the inside. Okay, that's done. I'm gonna cook the steak now. So with the sweet potato, I got myself, well, I guess I'll share a little bit, but big old porterhouse T-bone steak. Looks great. I'll just do it up with salt and pepper. Crush it up a little bit. That should be good. With a whole bunch of butter today. Yeah, baby. Some rosemary on there. So soft. Butter. That steak is really good. Ginger peach. Also, oh, it's hot. Woo. Yeah, all this smoke is getting contained here with the plow point, so I just opened up one of the sides. Hopefully it lets the airflow in and out better. Alright, that's it for me, guys. I'm going to bed. Good night, everyone.
Raining all right.
I'm starting to get wet. I gotta fix this shelter.
Wow, it's really nice out.
Oh.
Well, it's a good thing I went back to sleep for a little bit. All that rain stopped and it's a beautiful day. I slept pretty good. It took me like a few hours to fall asleep, but once I fell asleep, I slept pretty well. And and then I woke up because I was kind of getting rained on, and then I closed the shelter a bit and went back to sleep for a few more hours. And that brings me to this point right now. I'm gonna have the whole fire here because that area is getting really swampy. I mean, this whole area was pretty swampy to begin with. I think the ground was just a bit frozen, so it didn't seem as marshy as it was. Rookie mistake. Coffee. Dirty ground stick. There we go. This morning's breakfast is pretty ambitious considering it's a soupy, swampy, goopy mess out here. And it's also enormous, so we'll see, right? We'll see. It's nice that it's sunny out today. I did not know it was going to be sunny today. I thought it was going to rain today. It's a pleasant surprise. So I'm going to spend the morning here cooking breakfast. Maybe it'll be enough for lunch. Well, it's going to be enough for... It's a lot of food. Then I'm going to change locations and set up camp for the rest of the trip. Okay, one more night. But for breakfast this morning, I'm gonna do shakshuka on sweet potato as like the base. While we're waiting for that, we'll get everything else going. A couple cloves, you know, like 4. Squish those up. That onion. Red pepper's a little gnarly, but we'll just get the good parts of it. Tomato paste. Tomato sauce. Cilantro. Some call it burnt, some call it a light crisping. I'll let you decide. Not my finest work. I don't have the instructions, but I'm gonna call butter. Butter's the move here. A little bit of butter. Maybe a bit premature for the cilantro, but I can add more later. Garlic, onions, red peppers, cilantro. Salt. Pepper. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's add the tomato sauce. And the tomato paste. That bubbling means that something's happening.
Cumin, chili powder, and paprika. Alright, here comes the fun part. About ready to eat. That looks good. We're gonna call that ready to eat. Let's see how we can do this. There we go. Get some of that crap off. Can't forget the avocado. A little extra, but that. What do you think? Yeah? No? And a little bit of this avocado. Ooh, look at you. All right, 1, 2, 3, shakshuka. Yeah, that's flavorful, all right. Yeah, okay. That worked out great. The sweet potatoes are actually cooked perfectly, like not too soft. The little blackness on the outside you don't even taste, it's so thin. And the egg nice and runny, the avocado is perfectly ripe. The sauce, yeah, it's nice to have that tomato-y flavor. Wow. Was that too hard to make? I don't think so. I don't think so. Ladies and gentlemen, I thought this might be a big F, but no, it is a W. What a gourmet thing to be eating in the swamp. My feet are in the mud right now. Shakshuka. So to clean my dishes in the pan, I just boil water to boil off all that residue from all the food I ate. These 2 cans are filthy. I just toss them in the fire. And I let the fire burn off all the goop on the inside and all the paper on the outside, and then I crush them up, throw them in my bag, take them home.
It looks like the lake is open in the middle there, that dark area. In any case, I won't be walking on this ice. What is that? Yeah, it's like I think it's a fisher. up here, it'd be no issue. I like it. It's bigger. I just moved it down one eyelet because I want to give myself a ground sheet and allow that back to be touching the ground. I like it. This will do nicely. This seems pretty good considering it was on its side. Only the top is wet. Seems pretty good. Beautiful tree. A little rotten in the middle. I think this outer side is good to go though. I wonder what kind of tree this is. It's interesting the way it grew. I like it, Picasso. Alright, time to get dinner going. We have sesame tuna steaks with asparagus and rice. Should be good. I don't know, I'm gonna take the bottoms off and reduce these by quite a bit. Let's get some garlic in there. And just like some olive oil, salt, pepper. You know what, we got butter, so let's throw some butter in there too. Time for the rice. That should be good. Alright, now let's do these tuna steaks. Sesames. Look at that, eh? This one got squished. Leave those to the side for now. there. Whoa. Those are ready.
Alright, I'll just keep those nice and warm over here.
Let's get that rice on. This is grapeseed oil. Okay. Ah. That one's done. The one looks good. That one, not so good, but hey, let's eat. Hope you like asparagus. A little bit of soy sauce on the rice. Some feta for the asparagus. And this is teriyaki sauce. Teriyaki sauce. Call that a meal. Oh yeah, there we go. Yep. That's really good. Really easy. Cooked on high on the outside and then pink on the inside. That'll play. Man, how do you go wrong with that? It's so good. I'm surprised it cooked so well because I just hucked it in the fire the way I did. The rice. Great. I'm so many. Yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, today is a gift. That is why they call it the present. I love that. Yeah, sometimes I forget to be grounded in the moment. I'm already on to tomorrow or stewing on things past. Nothing like good old nature to get you nice and present, you know. Truly, it's beautiful out here. It's only just after 8 o'clock. I'm feeling pretty tired and I kind of just want to get into my bag and watch the fire. Just kind of chill out and go to sleep. So, not much more tonight than that, which I am pleasantly grateful for. Just started snowing, and the snow's coming in, getting me in the face, so I'm gonna use my ground sheet to make a wall over here.
Morning. The temperature dropped quite a bit. It's cold out.
This is just pleasant. Time to get packed up. What an interesting trip. We went from sleet and snow to rain back to snow again. It was cold and it was warm. Now it's bitterly cold again. We saw some awesome wildlife, including the moose and that fisher here on this lake. We cooked some delicious gourmet food. It was quite an effort to cook some of that stuff, but my God, is it ever rewarding to cook and eat such delicious food out here in the bush. Kind of ridiculous, but kind of cool at the same time. My backpack has shed a couple pounds since the beginning of this trip, that's for sure. Much lighter now. Man, this spring brings such interesting weather and situations. Looking forward to more of it. Also looking forward to having a warm shower and crawling into a comfy bed at the end of the day. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed that one as much as I did. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Give me 5 words that describe you in VR chat.
Subby?
Spent the last 11 years uploading videos to YouTube in hopes that one day I will build such an army of followers that I can look in the mirror and call myself real cool.
One day you'll get there. If you just believe.
Sorry to email you back about the job that you applied for.
That's okay.
All right.
I applied for a different one, and then I accidentally applied for one that I wasn't qualified for at all. But that was because I clicked on the wrong form.
You know what? You don't know unless you try. I did the same thing and I got the job, so it's okay, all right? Wow, way to rub it in. Like that.
So this is it, guys. It's ROG Rig Reboot 2019, where ASUS pays me to help people build their computers, but not to be nice about it. That costs extra.
You ready to get started?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
You're slamming everything so aggressively. Oh my, okay, that's just a mouse, it's fine.
Don't worry, it's all very well packaged.
I believe you, but I'm still frightened.
That's okay, that's just a mouse pad.
Oh.
I feel so bad. I don't actually feel bad. Do we look beautiful, David? Fantastic.
Will my mom be proud of me?
I don't know.
She doesn't know anything about computers. She'll think I'm doing great, regardless of what I do.
Fantastic. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Madison?
Do I have to give my full name? Should I give my social insurance number? The government asked for all that stuff from me.
We are the government.
Oh my God! Can you guys give me my work visa? Thanks, bye. I live in Phoenix. I actually hate it. I was.
Wakey, wakey, it's time for school. Come on. Wake up, it's time for school. Come on, man. Are you ready for school?
Give me 5 words that describe you in VR chat.
Subby?
You guys loved our last video using a high-speed camera to investigate the real-world performance impact of upgrading to a high refresh rate gaming monitor. But you also had some feedback on both our testing methodology and our gaming skills. So, for round 2, we reached out to NVIDIA for the sponsorship we needed to take our test to the next level. Thanks to them, we are on location in the Santa Ana Esports Arena. We've got a much wider variety of tests and systems, and we were able to get some very special guests to come and participate. Representing the Filthy Casuals, we've got yours truly and Paul from Paul's Hardware, and we are gonna get truly embarrassed today because in the pro gamer tier, we've got Corey here from the Washington Justice Esports team.
I have kind of a general idea of what I'm doing today.
Then we've got a couple of outstanding Twitch streamers, Mr. Grims.
Going from 144 to 240 kind of felt like a slight upgrade for me.
And as so very many of you requested, the one and only Shroud.
Going from 60 to 144 is like night and day for me, obviously, right? But 144 to 240.
So let's get down to business, shall we? So to measure the impact of monitor refresh rate and FPS in-game on our subjects, we've built a suite of 5 tests, going from synthetic reaction time tests to aiming tests to putting the whole thing together. So behind me, I have 3 identical systems, except that they've got 1 key trait modified. So they're all running Core i9 9900K processors. They're all running the same Acer Predator 240Hz displays, but their graphics cards have been altered. System number 1 is running an RTX 2060 Super, which is capable of running our test games today at anywhere from around 250 to 300 frames per second, and its monitor has been completely uncapped to 240 Hz. This is our best case scenario for competitive gamers. Or so we think. We'll see how the results go today. System number 2 is at the other end of the spectrum. So our monitor refresh rate has been turned all the way down to 60 Hz. But we went even further than that because having a very high performance graphics card on a 60 Hz display still does actually give you better responsiveness than if you had a lower performance graphics card. So we have dropped our GPU all the way down to a GTX 750. This is going to give us anywhere from 70 to 85 FPS in our games. And finally, by popular request, representing the middle ground, we've got our 3rd monitor dialed into 144 Hz and hooked up to a GTX 1650 that is going to push anywhere from around 150 to 185, 200 FPS. Now, just like last time, our test subjects are going to have no idea what hardware they're sitting down in front of until they actually start to game, and we're going to be using high-speed cameras to record not just their test scores, that we could get out of the software, but also the exact points they're aiming at and even how they aim. So pulling that duty, we've got a couple of prototype cameras from our homeboys Chronos that are capable of 1080p capture at 1000 FPS for 10 seconds at a time each, giving us a total of 20 seconds of 1000 FPS capture. Now, because that's not long enough for some of our tests, pulling backup duty today is our red Epic W 8K camera that is going to be running at 1080p 240 FPS. Hey, how's it going, dude?
Yeah.
Do you want to know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so we set it up so that while we are running in-engine tests, in-game tests, rather than just like a web browser-based skills trainer, the tests are really designed to test your skills, as opposed to test your ability at a game. We actually had some special development done for this video in the YPRAC Game Trainer, so that we could get exactly the data that we were after.
Okay. And what is YPAC?
It's a workshop map by Jesper that's basically like a combination of a whole bunch of different skills training things that you can do. Testing your reaction time, testing your flick shot aiming capabilities, your flow kill rates as you have enemies popping up in a shooting gallery, all kinds of cool stuff.
Okay, so we got a lot of tests.
We've got 5 different tests, and we're going to run them until we start to see statistical convergence and we can be confident in our results per gamer. So you'll be trying at 3 different frame rates: 60 FPS, 240 FPS, and 144 FPS to determine where is that point of diminishing returns, or does FPS make a difference at all? Are great gamers just great gamers?
Is it FPS difference and hertz, or is it just FPS? You know what I'm saying?
What a wonderful question. I am so glad to be working with people who get it today. This is awesome. So that matters, because if you're running a 60 hertz display, but your graphics card is pumping out 300 frames per second in CSGO and your frame rate capped, you are effectively getting much newer information on screen than you would be if your graphics card was only outputting, let's say, 70, 75 frames per second.
So I was actually really late to the 120 hertz monitor change. So when I played Counter-Strike, I played on 60 hertz. And all the top players, I had no money at the time because I was really young, and all the top players had 120 hertz. They were on that new, right? And I was sitting there and I was on 60 and I was still doing great. I swapped to 120. Honestly, it didn't really change that much. So I do really think that if somebody played on a 60 hertz long enough, they would play just the same as playing as 144 long enough.
Guess we'll find out. There's a lot of that today.
So I'm Corey Nigra. I go by Corey inside of game, and I'm a damage dealer for the Washington Justice in Overwatch. I didn't really start using like 144 240 until I started playing Overwatch.
Interesting. So that was quite recent for you then. You're a late converter. How much of an improvement are you expecting to see going from 60 frames per second to 144 and then from 144 to 240?
60 to 144 is like a huge jump, like 70%, like you feel the difference.
Yeah.
You immediately see it.
Yeah.
You really have to be looking at 144 to 240 to really notice it, but I'd say there's definitely a jump, like a smaller jump to the other, maybe like 20%.
Okay.
Started on Twitch about like 4+ years ago. I got really into, I actually started with fighting games, believe it or not. Got into shooters about like a year later, and then I just kind of basically just rode the wave of like all the FPS, evolution from like H1Z1 to like PUBG and all the games that you know today.
I understand I'm supposed to be representing a certain class of gamer. You told me it was probably the best of the best.
The technology enthusiast class of gamer.
Someone who builds more gaming computers than actually plays video games?
Yes. We've got 5 different tests, and we're going to run them until we start to see statistical convergence and we can be confident in our results per gamer. Test number 1 today is pure reaction time. Shroud clicks in order to indicate that he's ready for the test to begin, and as soon as it turns green, he clicks again as quickly as he can. This tells us his raw reflexes. Do you want a Red Bull?
What about coffee?
Have coffee, but
So
just have a
he
little bit of coffee.
Sips it at every stage?
Yeah, you sip it at every stage.
So this is a great discussion. Mike was hankering for a coffee, and we actually turned him down because we shot the tests out of order, and we've already done one without caffeine in his system. So now we're just gonna have to see, this is it. Your biological steady state.
I'm slow. I'm sorry, I'm slow. Yeah, I don't think for this test specifically, I don't think 60, 240, 144, I don't think it's gonna make a difference because the only time you feel 60 versus 240 is when you're moving around like so, and you can feel like the tear and everything, and it's just something that you're not used to. But when you're standing still, it's all the same. So I don't think I'm gonna notice the difference. In my mind, I know that it does not feel good, right? Because I'm on 60 and I'm like, ugh, this feels terrible, but I actually haven't done legitimate like stats and break it down and like maybe I did get less kills. No, I haven't.
Wow. So one of the things our audience asked us to figure out is whether you are in fact human. And with that kind of consistency,
yes,
I can't say that I'm sure.
That's really good.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean,
so consistent.
back in my glory days, maybe 1.5 consistent. 1.72.
Now, some of our tests are purely synthetic, and a couple of them are really focused on your reaction time. Now, everyone knows that gamers are basically over the hill by the time they turn 30. Are you expecting your youth to be an advantage in those kinds of tests versus someone like me? I'm 33.
I would say yeah, a little bit.
Wow,
but
what a dick. You know what? This interview's over.
I mean, it helps a little bit. I'd say a lot of it comes down to practice in the game, because being used to be able to see like certain things. Like I was watching Shroud do the off in the middle of the double doors, and if you're not familiar with doing that every single day, then it would kind of make a little bit of a difference.
Sure. Test number 2 is still a reaction time test, but this time it's a practical one. The classic double doors sniper position on Dust 2. So once you shoot to start, at random intervals, a counter-terrorist player is going to run across the door and jump across. Now, these are bots, so it will be in exactly the same location every time. So right there on the second line on the truck there is about where he's gonna cross.
So this isn't about aiming. This is about just keeping it steady, clicking when I can.
Correct.
Okay. How am I missing right now? Are we on 64 tick? I'm telling you, I hit this guy at least 3 times. Okay, that was a whiff, but it's just bad, I guess. This is hard, man. I'll get him eventually. Oh boy. I got nothing. 0.
How is that even possible? Like, it looks to me like he's hitting it. Just so you guys know, we double-checked the server tick. It's 128, that's not the issue.
It's not good. I'm sorry, Linus.
Don't apologize to me, apologize to the millions of viewers.
Oh, okay.
Can you explain to both of us the science behind why those shots looked like they were hitting, but did not register?
Yeah, so at 60 frames and hertz, you're kind of getting delay in 2 areas. You're getting delay from the game state to what's actually being shown on screen. So the guy's actually in a little bit different spot because the rendering took long enough to reach your monitor. Additionally, your input is also delayed. So when you click, that is going to take a little bit longer time to actually reach the game state. So you're getting kind of latency in both directions.
So check this out, that's pretty cool. Is there a different mic?
I don't know. I got confused for a second.
And you can see we have multiple frames of our 1,000 frame per second camera that correspond to a single frame on the monitor because it's only refreshing 60 times a second. As I go scroll through pretty quick here. So that was a clear miss.
Yeah.
But this one up here, how tippy toes can you get? Because we can't really adjust this right now.
I'm good.
Okay. So this one right here, crosshair. That one's more arguable. You kind of hit him in the tush.
Mm-hmm.
So that tiny difference could be exactly what was just explained to us then.
Maybe.
Interesting, hey?
I hope so, because it's making me look real bad.
So I'm going to tell you something. You absolutely smoked Shroud and Corey in that test at 60 hertz. Do you think you could train up at 60 and hit as many targets as you did at a higher refresh rate?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I can.
okay.
Because honestly, like, when I was kind of like going through the test and I was kind of feeling like, you know, that slight delay, it's almost like a pattern, right? You don't want to press it too fast, otherwise you're just going to come up short. So like I mentioned before, like I came from fighting games, right? We had like a big delay between like Xbox and PlayStation, especially when it comes down to like 3-frame inputs and stuff like that. For this one, it's a little similar. If you press it too soon, even though you feel like you're confident that you're going to hit it right on the target, you're going to hit it way before. So you have to like kind of enter in your head that it's like a slight pattern. Because this one, you have to like master a delay. With the higher refresh rate, you just have to master more of a reaction time, I would say.
Right.
Like it's more on towards that aspect.
High refresh rate doesn't make you a better gamer, but it makes it easier to be a better gamer.
I would say so, yeah.
I am older now. I'm a dad. Not that affects your reaction time. It should improve your reaction
Did you get a good night's sleep last night?
You know, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I only got up twice to change diapers.
If it makes you feel any better, Shroud only hit 2 out of 30 on this.
Really?
Yeah. And same for Corey, the legitimate, actual professional gamer.
Oh.
So the reason...
So you're saying that I should also be a legitimate professional gamer?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Grimm's hit 4 out of 10.
Wow.
Consistently.
He does have a reputation for being pretty quick.
So you had mentioned something really interesting to me. You said that because we're running at such a low frame rate, you can't really trust your eyes and you're just going off muscle memory.
Pretty much.
Interesting.
I can't track either. It's too hard.
Test number 3, we changed things up again. Your reaction time still matters a lot because you've only got 0.45 seconds to hit each target. At least this is your game. How you feeling about this one? You got 1 minute to hit as many red dots as you can.
Yeah, I mean, I feel pretty good.
So you just put up a 13 in this one.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good.
I mean, I'm missing like half of them, so like.
I'm missing half of them.
True.
Listen to this guy. Missing half of them. So is that just pure muscle memory? You've got your own mouse today. You're just.
Yeah. I mean.
So you can go.
Yeah, I think I'll own on that one probably. Hopefully.
Oh yeah.
Listen to this guy.
He will. He definitely will. For sure.
Yeah, but he's like a cocky motherfucker, so I don't want to root for him.
It's my game. I play this game professionally. I have to.
This is a hard test.
Yeah.
Even 0.5 seconds would make a big difference because I could tell there were ones where you.
It was so close.
Next up is test number 4. So you need great reaction time so you can spot the bots popping up in our shooting gallery, and you need to make your flick shots because they're not going to stand still for long. We're looking for your best time to make 15 kills.
This makes me look like I don't know how to play the game. I swear it's the settings.
In the flow test, can you name a name for someone that you think would just destroy that?
I would say I probably could name every Counter-Strike professional. You know, they're all so good, but if I was to name anybody, I would name like somebody from Team Liquid, so maybe like Stewie.
Your raw reaction time improvement going from 60 to 240 was the cleanest out of anyone we tested today.
It was very noticeable to me, and it was very consistent. On the 60 hertz, I was about 210. Immediately dropped down to around 180, and I think I hit 142 or 146 at best, which apparently makes me as good or better than Shroud, I've been told. I'm not sure if.
How many did you get?
8 to 10.
And how many did you get on 60?
2 out of 110, I think. I feel like I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm watching for him to just appear in the doorway and I'm clicking, but incredible difference in how effective I was at this test.
On this test, I got 9 out of 10 in comparison to the last test where I could barely
You got
get
2
one.
out of 30.
I could. How?
Sorry. Does it make a difference? I guess the answer is yeah.
Well,
Mind you, this is just one test.
Just one test.
Just one test.
So if I
and
go
what's
again.
interesting though is that when I was here looking at your reaction times in milliseconds, they weren't that different.
Yeah.
So then it comes down to that delay between the frame being prepared and when it's drawn on the screen and registering the click too.
It's great. It's crazy. I was sitting there and it was just a piece of cake. I was just like, done, done, done. And then the other one, I just couldn't land a shot. He feels the same way right now.
2 out of 3. You guys got the exact
That's
same
what I'm
result?
saying.
That's a low bar. That's all I have to beat. Hey, I love it.
It's way harder than that. I feel like I'm blindfolded. Just keep the time.
This is the first time I'm actually trying out like flick programs or like modes. I feel actually pretty good about it. Like I mentioned, I regret not doing this earlier because I feel like I was getting better and better. So I definitely feel way better than I thought I was.
So you're definitely more comfortable shooting at human targets.
Yeah,
Like straight up.
Absolutely, 100%.
That was a completely different level.
Very different.
19.16 seconds.
Yeah.
Compared to, weren't you more in the neighborhood of 30 at 60 hertz?
You can't get
I had
back
2
to
19s on
sleep.
30 and I had like 35 one time and 33. It's so much.
Give me 5 words that describe you in VR chat.
Subby?
This is an armed forces of Honduras ready to eat catracha ration.
Oh shit, the time is down to 68 hours.
Person from Honduras.
Epic.
This is a ration for 24 hours. It weighs 3 pounds, 2.6 ounces, or 1,435 grams. It's a somewhat compact 24-hour ration. This is thick outer package, definitely waterproofed. Let's give it a look.
I'm trying, Laura. I'm trying. I woke up like 15 minutes ago. I can't get back to sleep.
Give me 5 words that describe you in VR chat.
Subby?
Oh, why hello there. Good morning from Chiang Mai, Thailand. Sawadee krap, I think is what they say. Today's gonna be a little special day. We're actually gonna go out and film a food vlog. We're gonna go find the best food in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Alright, so we're at our first food destination of the day in Chiang Mai, Thailand. We're actually at Khao Soi. I think it's called Mae Sai, and I guess this place is extremely popular. I found it on Google. There's a huge line of people waiting, and very popular inside. This place is just north of Miman, and it's actually so popular, in fact, that they gave me this little tracker, so it's gonna hopefully vibrate when it's our turn. But there's a lot of people here, so I expect it's gonna be a pretty long wait.
Is that Jake and Babe?
I found this little shop next door selling.
I know that guy.
Got little mini coconuts. Alright, so I made it inside. Wasn't that long a wait actually, it was probably like 15 to 20 minutes. We're inside Khao Soi Masai? If I pronounced that wrong, I'm very sorry. But let's take a look at the menu real quick. Beef, pork ball. Can't even pronounce that one, but looks good.
Guys, I need one more sub goal.
By water, we have the 1+1 meal.
And it's all I'm stuck thinking about in my head right now. I need one like big final sub goal to add.
Become a YouTuber and look into the mic instead of into the camera. I wonder what the hell I'm doing with my life. They just brought us our little, I guess you could say toppings. This is typically what you'll throw on the khao soi. Really liven up the dish. All right, so khao soi is basically this kind of curry broth that's a little bit spicy. It's got a little bit of that sweetness to it, but
Yeah, I got red square right now. I'm dropping frames.
Cilantro on there and then chicken leg, and it's honestly my favorite dish in Thailand. I love the level of flavor that it brings, especially when you add on these additional toppings. But I'm ready to dig in and take our first bite. Pickles here, pickled veggies, some of the shallots, a nice little squeeze of the lime. All up on there. You mix it up a little bit. All the noodles nicely coated with that delicious khao soi sauce.
Yeah, I want to do like 2 more sub goals after 2,000 and then cut it off there. Because the final level is 2,600 subs. I was thinking just 2 more sub goals at 2,300, 2,600. You know?
More dried chili stuff. Oh, god damn it. Oh, crap. Sugar, vinegar maybe, and some peanuts. If you want to change up the flavor a bit in your khao soi. For all the people wondering, yeah, Jake, you must like khao soi so much with your little soy boy.
I was thinking 2,300 would be set up the racing simulator fucking equipment that I've had for a year and a half that I've still never set up.
1 to 10, I give that a solid 9 because it's just
Then I need something big for like 2,600.
excellent. What's your rating of khao soi Masai on the Aroy Mak Mak scale, 1 to 10?
2? Just kidding.
Got me.
Dude, it was so good. 9.
9?
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Hold on, Scooter. Anyways, we're at SP Chicken. I've never been here. Very famous for the rotisserie chicken. We're gonna pop in. I'm not too full from the khao soi, which is nice. We're gonna try some of the chicken out. What will it rate on my Aroy Mak Mak scale? I'm not sure. And for you non-Thai speakers, Aroy Mak Mak means very delicious. All right, let's go check it out. Our first time here. Ooh.
2,600 end stream.
It's not too full, but we're after probably
Epic.
the crazy lunch hours. But let's take a look at the menu and see what they got. All right, so we went ahead and went with the half roast chicken, spicy green papaya salad with the dried prawns, and
2600 I end stream and take 2 days off and sleep for 24 hours.
Alright, so we made it, and that was extremely fast. We sat down, ordered, got our food within 3 or 4 minutes. That's absolutely insane. I think it was about $3 for this half a chicken plate. We also ordered ourselves a little bit of a papaya salad with the dried prawns on there, so a little side dish. It's like, I think it's like $1 or something. White rice, and two types of sauce here. I think more of a Thai chili sauce right there, typical orange. And this one might be, I see some dried little baby prawns in there as well, maybe more garlicky. Whoa. Whoa, that's good. Chili, a little vinegar, a little tangy hit of some citrus. Wow. That's a juicy. Okay, take it all. Hey, take it all. Just take it. Go. Nice. Let's give it a go.
Our stone dagger. That's funny.
Golly, Costco, you better sit down because SP chicken's coming for you. Great, tender, juicy chicken.
Yeah, I don't think acting out
These chickens are a little bit smaller.
a Mass Effect scene is like a big enough thing. Like it's a good idea. It is a good like goal. But it would have been a good goal at like somewhere between 0 and 1,000, you know? Doesn't feel significant enough for a 2,600 kind of sub goal, you know?
In my opinion, pretty standard taste, but tomato in here makes it a little bit different. Spice level's good. I can definitely taste the kind of seafoody prawn flavor in there, which I don't typically like that much personally. You might like it if you're into that. I like more of the citrusy, fruity papaya style salads, but that's all right for a little refreshing snack. But the chicken
Is that the sound of an Emily waking up next to me?
I can see why it's called SP chicken and not SP papaya salad, even though it sounds good.
Alright, I'll run it up.
I got more skin, baby.
I've been able to get back to speed for like 15 minutes. I'm supposed to speed for another hour.
So good. What is that? I think they'll tell me. Let's go find out.
I'll get back to sleep soon.
This sauce is very aromatic. What's
Yeah,
inside?
well.
Whoa. Was this chili powder? Dry powder? Fish sauce? Lemon. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Streamed IRL heard meet up.
Very delicious and reasonable. I think the total price there was $100.
I don't know about that one. People won't want to come if they're on camera.
Scale out here in Thailand, I give it a it's rotisserie chicken, can't go too crazy. The sauce leveled up for a quick simple meal. I'd give that a solid 8, an 8 out of 10 on the Doi Mak Mak scale. Wawa, what do you think? 7.5. That's fine. I mean, it's just yeah, I get that. The sauce helped me a lot, but
I had better chicken.
there's probably better chicken out there, but hey, it's good.
Yeah, it's good enough. But
Worth a shot. Let's see if we can head to the next location on this Chiang Mai, Thailand best of food tour vlog, whatever, extraordinaire, whatever this is called. I don't know. Hope you guys are enjoying it though. What do they do on YouTube? Like, comment,
Dining with Lazzy RL.
subscribe. Yeah, all that.
No.
Yeah, thanks.
Not big enough. Something I'll do anyway. See, the sub goal can't be something that I would have done anyway. And generally the best sub goals are either something that people have been asking for already and I just haven't done, or something I really don't want to do. Those are the best sub goals.
Alright, so the next location on this little food excursion around Chiang Mai, Thailand.
Like, you know, Bloodborne everyone asked for a long time. Something I don't really want to do, you know, is like IRL stuff, like cooking stream, thigh cam. That's what makes those sub goals good.
Alright, so
So
in my
a
opinion.
lot of music. There's some music going on here. The vibes inside very cool, and the cafe is really nice. I'll show you guys that in a second. But we're gonna go and just order. I think the World Championship Latte Art latte here. All right, so we got here right before they close. They close at 5 p.m. But we actually came here and met the owner. His name's Arnie. He actually did a really special
Aki
latte
cooks for
art
herself
of
for a
Feels Good
week
Jam. So
straight.
check out that clip real quick right now. Oh, I said China.
Actually impossible challenge.
Like he doesn't order fast food for a week.
Oh my god. Hear that music? So yeah, if you're in the Neiman area in Chiang Mai, need a coffee, Roastery is a great place to go. They have 3 locations. Coffee's always good. They put a lot of, I like when they put a little love and effort into it.
Full length face cam stream.
It's also
I
next
don't know.
door to a place called Menefresto, I think is the name. That's like a little brunchy cafe where they actually have like
I feel
really
like
delicious fresh fruit smoothies.
that's kind of already gonna happen
Style brunch or breakfast that water and I ate at
with like the cooking stream, you know? Like the cooking stream, I'm gonna be on camera the whole time.
smoothies or Western style breakfast.
Maybe, that's a maybe.
All right, so we're actually currently in my favorite place.
That could be a good one, random girl.
It's very busy, very active, but it's a really cool kind of young and trendy place. A lot of cool cafes and restaurants. But one honorable mention I wanted to give during this video, it's actually a burger restaurant called Beast Burger. I tried it when I came to Chiang Mai for the first time a year ago, and it was surprisingly really good. Anyways, if you guys are in Chiang Mai, Thailand, you're in the Neiman area and you want to catch a quick burger that's actually dang good, check out Beast Burger. It's pretty good. Again, the review will be up on my TikTok, I believe, so check that out. If you make your way along this little street right here, the famous braised pork leg on rice. You'll know when you get here because the picture will have the lady with the cowboy hat,
so she goes
but
back
this is
to
it.
sleep.
Let's take a little gander,
That's
shall we?
kind of all I can think about.
Hello.
I'll go for a pee break. And then I'll come back and try and go back to sleep.
So over there chefing up, they flake the rice, putting the pickled veggies on there, chopping up the pork, and adding a soft-boiled egg, and here's the final masterpiece. Oh man. What we found special, we had this yesterday, was this sauce they have on the table. I don't know what the heck is going on with this thing. It's like a citrusy, tangy, spicy,
Your mouth's watering.
waterfall of flavors that you can just kind of pour all over, but it tastes really good with pork. But let's go ahead and try it out. Alright, we're gonna go for the first bite. You want the first bite?
It's okay.
You sure? Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, go. Alright, so I'm gonna take a little piece of this delicious, tender pork here. A little bit of that rice. In fact, we just scoop it up. Some
I
of that
already
rice.
have a food coma looking at this.
Some of the egg on there.
The egg's really good.
There you have it. It's called oxidation, guys. Don't you know if you get more airflow into your diesel passages, you'll be able to, the full range of flavors better? Come on.
Just eat.
Water is not amused. The first thing you think about is has a little bit of that sweet flavor on the pork, but with that sauce, it really changes up a lot. But it has that little tangy, sour, but spicy kind of sauce on the pork, which totally changes the flavor, makes it more dynamic. Can you sauce me up real quick? Give me a little extra sauce on there. Yeah, just get it right. That was like a few drops. A little bit.
More?
Yeah, go crazy. Oh yeah.
Go crazy?
No, not that crazy. So you can see how tender the pork is, just pulling it apart.
so delicious. Look at that. Of course, we got to give a shout out to the legend out here who's done a lot of content in Thailand, a lot of food content, big inspiration. I've watched for a very long time, even before I ever started making any content. I'm not a food vlogger, I would like to be, but here's my appreciation clip for Mr. Mark Weens. Oh, wow. Oh. Well, pretty good.
What's a horror movie called?
Horror movie?
It's a horror movie. It's about to change.
The Exorcist. The girl in the bed?
Yeah, that.
So I'm possessed.
Right.
No, that was just a tribute to Mr. Mark Weens.
Okay, nice try.
All right, well, let me know what you think about my Mark Weens impression in the comments below. Oh God, that's so cringe. I can't say that, but seriously, let me know. If I do have any negative about this place, occasionally you get the little whiff, the little waft of Thai sewer smell, which is... I'm just trying to ignore it. Whenever you get the waft of the sewer smell, just do yourself a favor. Take this God sauce, get a nice whiff of that. Save yourself a lot of headache, trust me. All right, I got an exclusive interview with the cowboy hat lady actually here with the delicious pork leg rice. Sawadee. So, what's your name, by the way?
Joy.
Joy?
Joy.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jake.
Nice
And
to meet you.
your pork
Yeah.
on the rice is Odoi Mak Mak. So good. So, I have to ask, why the cowboy hat? Oh, you can say Thai, I can translate.
ใช่อ๋อสับหมูไฟมันสองตาค่ะแล้วใส่
Okay.
บวก
All right. I think she said people just notice it when she's chopping the pork. Very cool. Well, anyways, I love your food. I came 2 days in a row. Very odoi mak mak. So, thank you so much. Thank you. Yo, is this guy wearing the same thing as me? What the heck? It's like a... What the... You see this? Wait, show me real quick. Show me real quick.
This is so funny.
Oh, I'm not wearing my black shorts though. Oh, close one.
Dude, it's the same.
Quick review of that. Honestly, amazing flavors all come together on that plate very well. From the a little bit sweet, very tender, juicy pork leg with that tangy, spicy sauce you can put on top with the rice, that soft-boiled egg that kind of ties things together, adds a little bit of creaminess, and the pickled veggies add a little bit of an extra layer of flavor. On my Odoi Mak Mak scale out here in Thailand, easily a solid, I give it an 8.8.
I keep saying people suggest Jump King, but I will literally just keep myself safe. I will KMS keep myself safe so hard if I have to fucking play Jump King. Holy shit. Which could make it a good sub goal, but I just don't think I could honestly like get through it. Same with games like Boshi.
There's an unlimited amount of options out here of delicious food, from soy to this pork rice. They have all sorts of delicious food that we didn't see on this video, but from the delicious cow soy we had earlier to the little delicious roasted rotisserie chicken and to a nice little cup of
I had some ideas while I was peeing.
pork leg on rice. It was a fun little day. Everyone take care, have a good one. See you later from Chiang Mai, Thailand.
I don't think this is a good end one, but make ASMR video. People have asked me for like stuff like that before. And also girlfriend experience. That could be a good one. Girlfriend experience could be a good one. I'm really tired. ASMR girlfriend experience. Whoa. The ASMR is something people either love or hate, so I don't know. I'm gonna turn off my mic and try to go back to sleep. My stream keeps dropping frames. I got red square right now. That's unfortunate. I'm back to speed.
What I miss. Okay.
there such thing as insanity among penguins? I try to avoid the definition of insanity or derangement. I don't mean that a penguin might believe he or she is Lenin, Napoleon Bonaparte, but could they just go crazy because they've had enough of their colony?
Well, I've never seen a penguin bashing its head against a rock. They do get disoriented. They end up in places they shouldn't be, long way from the ocean.
These penguins are all heading to the open water to the right. But one of them caught our eye, the one in the center. He would neither go towards the feeding grounds at the edge of the ice, nor return to the colony. Shortly afterwards, we saw him heading straight towards the mountains, some 70 kilometers away. Dr. Ainley explained that even if he caught him and brought him back to the colony, he would immediately head right back for the mountains. But why? One of these disoriented or deranged penguins showed up at the New Harbor diving camp, already some 80 kilometers away from where it should be. The rules for the humans are: do not disturb or hold up the penguin, stand still and let him go on his way. And here he's heading off into the interior of the vast continent. With 5,000 kilometers ahead of him, he's heading towards certain death.
Fucking work. Jesus. I've been laying here for 40 minutes. I haven't gotten back to sleep since I said I was gonna mute and go back to sleep 40 minutes ago. This fucking sucks.
Remember how you said you were gonna go back to sleep and I said doubt?
Wake up.
Dude, I'm gonna make Akiwoo come. What the hell? Oh, that was so loud. Dude, I'm gonna make Akiwoo come. What the hell? Dude, I'm gonna make Akiwoo come. What the hell? Dude, I'm gonna make Akiwoo come. What the hell?
Dude, I'm gonna make Akiwoo come. What the hell?
Wake up.
Dude, I'm gonna make Akiwoo come. What the hell?
Wakey, wakey, it's time for school. Come on. Wake up, it's time for school. Come on, man. Are you ready for school?
Dude, I'm gonna make Akiwoo come. What the hell? Dude, I'm gonna make Akiwoo come. What the hell?
See ya there.
you, thank you.
No, hier schon Foto.
Dude, I'm gonna make Akiwoo come. What the hell?
Where did my alarm go? I had an alarm to wake up. Did it not go off? Let me check. And my alarm's set to go off in another 10 minutes. Oh. I guess I fucked up the timing. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's fucking hot. Oh. Oh. Bah. No air conditioning, no. Bah.
Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Morning. Man, I only just got back to sleep. Ugh.
Just one more hour, please. One more hour.
It's too hot.
Yeah, that was kind of my concern.
It's heating up real quick. Lassie was here for 20 minutes. Almond was here for 30 minutes. Almond was here for 30 minutes. What the? Lisa was here for 5 minutes. River was here for an hour. What the? Why do I have 500 viewers? What the fuck? And I just woke up. Someone raid me? What the fridge? Some cunt kept fucking donating bits when I was trying to get back to Speep and I want to kill them. But also, in Minecraft, of course, it's a joke. But also, you know, it was bits, so. I gotta pee like really bad.
Okay.
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 Buh.
Walk away. Move. Away.
Cattle, in parentheses, Bos taurus, are large domesticated cloven hooven herbivores. They are a prominent modern member of the subfamily bovine and the most widespread species of the genus Bos. Adult female cattle are referred to as cows, and adult male cattle are referred to as bulls. Cattle are commonly raised as livestock for meat, beef, or veal, or milk, beef, dairy, cattle, and for hides, which are used to make leather. They are used as riding animals and to draft animals, oxen or bullocks, which pull carts, plows, and other implements. Another product of cattle is their dung, which can be used to create manure or fuel. That's right, your cars are run by cow shit. In some regions, such as parts of India, cattle have significant religious significance. Cattle, mostly small bred, such as miniature zebu, are also kept pets. Teacup. Teeny tiny little butt. No, those are teacup pigs. Different types of cattle are common to different geographic areas. Taurine cattle are found primarily in Europe and temperate areas of Asia, the Americas, and Australia. Zebus, also called Indocene cattle, are found primarily in India and tropical areas of Asia, America, and Australia. Benga cattle are found primarily in sub-Saharan Africa. These types, which are sometimes classified as separate species or subspecies, are further divided into over 1,000 recognized breeds. Around 10,500 years ago, taurine cattle were domesticated from as few as 80 wild progenitors in central Anatolia, the Levant, and western Iran. Guys, these are big words for me. A separate domestication event occurred in the Indian subcontinent, which gave a rise to zebu, according to the Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO. There are approximately 1.5 billion cattle in the world as of 2018. Cattle are the main source of greenhouse gas emission livestock and are responsible for around 10% of global greenhouse gas emissions. In 2009, cattle became one of the first livestock animals to have a fully mapped genome. It's actually really cool. Anyways, cattle can only be used in the plural and not in the singular. Thus, one may refer to 3 cattle or some cattle, but not 1 cattle. 1 head of cattle is valid though. Paraphrastic way to refer. Why would they phrase it? But anyways, I hope you're all doing good. This will be on the test. Sorry, we were talking about cattle. Okay, so 1 head of cattle, though, is a valid paraphrastic way to refer to 1 animal of indeterminate or unknown age. Otherwise, no universally used single word, singular form of cattle exists in modern English, other than the sex and age-specific terms such as cow, bull, steer, and heifer. Historically, ox was not a sex-specific term for adult cattle, but generally this is now used only for working cattle, especially adult castrate males. The term is also incorporated into the names of other species, such as the musk ox or grunting ox, which is like yak, and is used in some areas to describe certain cattle products such as ox hide and oxtail. Cow is in general use as a singular for the collective cattle. The word cow is easy to use when a singular is needed and the sex is unknown or irrelevant. When there is a cow on the road, for example. Further, any herd or fully mature cattle in or near a pasture is statistically likely to consist mostly of cows. So the term is probably accurate even in the restrictive sense. Other than the few bulls needed for breeding, the vast majority of male cattle are castrated as calves and are used as oxen or redacted for meat before the age of 3 years. Thus, in a pastured herd, any calves or herd bulls usually are clearly distinguishable from cows due to distinctively different sizes and clear anatomical differences. Merriam-Webster and Oxford Living Dictionaries recognize the sex non-specific use of cow as an alternate definition, whereas Collins and OED do not. The difference between cattle and cow. Colloquially, more general, non-specific terms may denote cattle when a singular form is needed. Head of cattle is usually used after a numeral. Australian, New Zealand, and British farmers use the term beast or cattle beast. Bovine is also used in Britain. The term critter is common in the western United States and Canada, particularly when referring to young cattle. In some areas of the American South, particularly the Appalachian region, where both dairy and beef cattle are present, an individual animal was once called a beef critter. Beef critter. Weird. Though that term is becoming archaic. Very cool. Alright, this is on the test. Everyone keep track. Everyone's go. Alright. I'm going. Now there's gotta be a little bit. Here we go. Taste. Oh, I do love cattle. Cattle have a well-developed sense of taste and can distinguish the 4 primary tastes: sweet, salty, bitter, and sour. They possess around 20,000 taste buds. The strength of taste perception depends on the individual's current food requirements. They avoid bitter-tasting food, potentially toxic, and have a marked preference for sweet, high calorific value, and salty food with electrolyte value. Their sensitivity to sour-tasting foods help them to maintain optimal ruminal pH. Plants have low levels of sodium, and cattle have developed the capacity of seeking salt by taste and smell. If cattle become depleted of sodium salts, they show increased locomotion directed to searching for these. To assist in their search, the olfactory and gustatory receptors, able to detect minute amounts of sodium salts, increasing their sensitivity as biochemical disruption develops sodium salt depletion. Hey, welcome back.
I changed into shorts and took my shirt off because it's 31 degrees Celsius in my room at 9:30 a.m. The morning sun must just roast my fucking room. Jesus. Like a few hours ago when I woke up, it was 24 degrees in the room. And just chilling. But here, heats up pretty quick.
Alright, what? Hang on, I'll block you.
How long have you been awake?
Since I woke up and you went back to bed.
Tried to.
It's too hot.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, it's midday for me, so the sun's kind of at its peak right now.
Can't be midday for you, because it's midday for me in 3 hours. But,
you know what I mean. Anyways, all of that will be on the test, everyone. I will be testing you, especially on the 4 taste receptors and the 20,000 taste buds that a cow has. Thank you.
I'm a cow.
You sure are.
Mm-hmm. Almond. Good morning. Buh. My trackers are all dying. I'm 9% battery on one of them. Is this the end of the road for today's stream? Morning replica. Good. Good.
Hey.
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 Meow.
Meow. I have to go to work in 11 hours.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Today I couldn't get back to sleep because I was thinking about how shit today is gonna be for me. I was stuck in my own head thinking about it.
Yeah. Feeling you.
I'm gonna get some intense FOMO from DJ Night.
Like, if you'd like to do something, we can. I mean, I'm available literally until 6 in the morning.
The only thing I've got planned for today is herd party. Is that a primer? An organic primer? What the hell? Thanks, Ploop. What the? Sleep time? No, I literally just woke up. I wish it was sleep time. It's about to be the time of day where I get up and go shower and get myself ready for another 24 hours of streaming. 23 hours of streaming, whatever the fuck. Every morning when I wake up, I turn my stream off, turn my computer off and let the room cool down. And have a shower and order some food. Every morning I wake up. Every day I wake up. It's wall emoji. That's Emily. I see Emily, guys. I see Emily.
Hi.
That's my hip tracker dying.
Oh, that's your hip. Good time. Good timing.
Don't worry about it's perfectly comfortable, guys, I swear.
It is.
It's not extremely painful at all when my buddy breaks like this.
Yeah, if you need entertainment today, just let me know. I'm not doing anything, so.
Okay. I mean, you got work and DJ night.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, right. Crazy. You crazy.
I'm gonna go now.
Goodbye, chat. We'll see you in like 30 minutes to an hour.
How much time has Jufa got left of her 24-hour?
40 minutes.
Epic. Alright, so I raid Jufa. Then in 40 minutes I go back live and Jufa raids me. It's just business.
Yeah.
Surely Jufa will raid me.
Business. Doubt.
Surely. Jufa. Anyways, I'm gonna go shower and like cool down. I'll be back somewhere between half an hour to an hour from now. So like, see you guys then. I need that little boik. Oh, another one of my trackers died. Now you can't see me. Lol.
Nice. Alright. So see you guys in a little bit. So see you in like 30 minutes to an hour. Hopefully with some food and a fresh shower.
Yeah, big.
Poggers and a cooler room. God, please, for the love of God, please, a cooler room.
Okay, goodbye forever.